Luftrausers is pure retro brutality. It looks like a twin-stick shooter, but the controls hark back to an even simpler time. You just steer left and right while regularly pumping the gas and guns, fighting against gravity in a sky that's teeming with enemies and bullet fire. You will die a lot.
Yes, this is a tough game, but the more you play, the more you feel like you're becoming a better pilot. Frantically spinning around and shooting at a bunch of planes on your tail is always satisfying. It gives you that feeling that the designers were balancing and polishing everything until it felt just right.
Yeah, absolutely. This game is by Vlambeer, the same team behind last year's Ridiculous Fishing. And just like that game, they've taken a simple concept and just injected pure fun into it. I think the way health works is a perfect example. The only way you can repair your plane is to stop shooting. But the scoring system is completely based around your enemy kill multiplier. So you're constantly juggling priorities between your score multiplier and your plane's health.
Yeah, I found it pretty tough to keep that multiplier up consistently. The standard enemy planes are easy multiplier fodder, but I pretty much had to put my score on hold when I was tackling the gunships. They soak up so much damage, and straying into their line of fire is pretty much a guaranteed death sentence.
Yeah, it took quite a few attempts before I was able to actually sink one. My go-to strategy is what I call the stalling angel. I like to fly high above the enemies and then cut the engines. Then as I drop down, spin and hammer away with the guns with a pull-up at just the last second. I quite enjoyed working out little routines like this.
Yeah, there's a hidden depth to this game, isn't there? Plus, I like the way you can dip your plane underwater briefly without it meaning instant death. Sometimes you'll need to do this to get away from a hail of gunfire. But I also like diving underneath the smaller ships and exploding up through them. Surprise!
There's a big mix of custom planes you can build by mixing and matching a whole lot of weapons, bodies and engines, and that's great. I had some fun with this flying tank. Tricked out with the fastest engine and a massive gun. Of course, the downside is it also handles like a tank.
Fan of the hovering engine. It gives your plane zero-G controls. It reminded me a lot of the space combat in Battlestar Galactica.
Getting a chance to relive your Starbuck fantasies, Hex?
Wherever I can, Barjo. Although not even she could help me with those stupid blimps.
Yeah, they're pretty much always surrounded by a wall of bullets. I gave up and switched to a kamikaze plane that sets off a nuke when you die. Result! What are you giving it, Hex?
Well, I think Luftrausers does a pretty good job of shoehorning fun, acrobatic combat into a retro shell. I had a really good time with this. I'm giving it 8.
We played this on PC and I think it is more suited for the handheld Vita version, but yeah, this is great fun. I'm giving it 8.5 out of 10. And now to the news with Goose.